A news from global auto space where Toyota Motor is getting into a new venture to develop electric vehicle technology with partner Mazda Motor.
For decades, the dream of flying cars felt like an idea parked firmly in the pages of science fiction. The promise of soaring above congested highways, avoiding hours of traffic jams, and arriving at destinations with speed and elegance always just felt out of reach. Now, Toyota, a global powerhouse in innovation and engineering, is here to change that narrative. This is not a concept plucked from thin air. Under the leadership of CEO Koji Sato, Toyota has unveiled a new air taxi that promises to redefine urban transportation, shake up traditional industries, and turn the impossible into the inevitable. Backed by years of development, cutting-edge technology, and strategic partnerships, this flying car is a big step forward, not just for Toyota, but for transport as a whole. What makes this air taxi so unique and innovative? How does it fit into Toyota's larger vision? And more importantly, how will it impact the way we live and move in the coming years? Let us take a journey into the future, a future that is closer than you think, the mind behind the machine. Koji Sato's visionary leadership. Koji Sato is not just a name within Toyota. He is the embodiment of innovation meeting tradition. As the CEO of one of the world's most influential automotive giants, Sato has shown a good example of leadership, driving the company into unknown territories. His vision is all about setting trends. With Toyota now venturing into the world of air taxis, Sato's leadership is proving to be the catalyst for turning futuristic dreams into reality. So, what makes him the perfect individual to lead this bold move into the skies? Sato's rise to the top did not happen overnight. With an engineering background rooted deeply in automotive innovation, he rose through the ranks by focusing on blending functionality with creativity. Before becoming a CEO, he led Toyota's luxury division, Lexus, where he earned a reputation for exceeding the limits. Under his leadership, Lexus introduced cutting-edge technologies that were not just about driving, but about redefining the driving experience. From hybrid technology to autonomous driving systems, Sato's ability to foresee market demands and implement change positioned him as a leader capable of tackling challenges head-on. However, leading an automotive company into the air mobility sector is not an easy task. Sato's ability to combine traditional automotive expertise with a forward-thinking mindset has set Toyota apart from its competitors. Unlike other leaders who may shy away from risks, Sato embraces them. He understands that while Toyota's foundation lies in cars, its future must extend far beyond the roads. This is where his visionary leadership truly shines. Sato is focused on leveraging Toyota's strengths, not just its advanced engineering and manufacturing capabilities, but also its reputation for reliability and sustainability. Under his guidance, Toyota is not just creating a flying vehicle, but reimagining what mobility can mean for the modern world. What makes Sato's vision so compelling is his commitment to sustainability. For him, the air taxi project is not just about convenience or technological prestige, but about building a better, greener future. He recognizes that air travel has long been associated with high carbon emissions and is determined to change that narrative. Toyota's air taxi will be fully electric, demonstrating Sato's belief that technology should not only serve humanity, but also protect the planet. His focus on sustainability goes beyond just building an eco-friendly vehicle. It extends to the entire ecosystem of air mobility, including energy-efficient infrastructure and the use of renewable resources. Sato's leadership style is also inclusive and collaborative. He understands that a project of this magnitude cannot succeed in isolation. By fostering partnerships with other industry leaders, researchers, and even governments, Sato is creating a collaborative ecosystem where innovation can thrive. For instance, Toyota's partnerships with startups specializing in eVTOL technology and urban air mobility reflect his belief that combining resources and expertise will lead to greater advancements. His leadership ensures that Toyota's air taxi is not just a product, but part of a larger movement to revolutionize how we think about transportation. Perhaps what sets Sato apart most is his ability to inspire. He is not just driving a project, he is rallying a global team of engineers, designers, and thinkers to bring a shared vision to life. He has shown that leadership is not about dictating ideas, but about creating an environment where innovation can flourish. By emphasizing creativity, sustainability, and collaboration, Sato has turned Toyota's air taxi project into more than just a corporate initiative. It is a mission to shape the future of mobility. In Koji Sato, Toyota has a leader who not only understands the weight of the company's legacy, but also dares to dream bigger. His visionary approach, rooted in innovation and responsibility, is steering Toyota into an era where mobility is no longer limited by roads or runways. Under his guidance, the sky is not the limit. It is just the beginning. And this brings us to the groundbreaking core of it all. How exactly is Toyota engineering the impossible? Engineering the impossible, the technology behind Toyota's air taxi. When you think of flying cars, the concept might seem like it is from a sci-fi movie. Well, for Toyota, a story is being written right now. One that is firmly rooted in cutting-edge engineering and grounded in the realities of what is possible today. The air taxi is not just another machine. It is a marvel of modern technology, combining Toyota's decades of automotive expertise with innovations that could redefine how we travel. So, how exactly is Toyota engineering the impossible? At the heart of this air taxi is a transformative technology known as eVTOL, or electric vertical takeoff and landing. Unlike traditional airplanes or helicopters, eVTOL aircraft do not require a long runway to launch into the air or touch down. Instead, they lift off and land vertically, making them perfect for crowded urban environments where space is limited. Imagine rooftops or parking lots serving as tiny airports. Toyota's air taxi will use this technology to provide quick, efficient travel in even the most congested cities. Now, here is where Toyota's engineering prowess takes center stage. The air taxi is powered by fully electric propulsion systems, eliminating the reliance on fossil fuels. Each of these systems is carefully designed to reduce noise, a major concern for urban aviation. Unlike helicopters with their loud, spinning blades, the air taxi's electric motors and multi-rotor designs ensure it glides almost silently through the skies. This means no noise complaints from neighbors as you fly over a busy city. How does it all come together? The magic lies in the lightweight materials Toyota is using to construct the air taxi. Traditional planes are often heavy, making them less efficient. Toyota is leveraging materials like advanced composites, which are lightweight yet incredibly strong. These materials allow the air taxi to carry passengers without compromising speed or safety. Combined with aerodynamic designs, the result is an aircraft that is efficient and built for the demands of urban travel. Toyota shines in safety engineering. Air taxis are still new to the aviation landscape. To ensure the highest standards, Toyota is incorporating extra backups into its systems. For instance, if one motor fails, the others will kick in to ensure a smooth flight. Advanced flight control systems powered by artificial intelligence are also the backbone of the technology. These systems help stabilize the aircraft, adapt to weather conditions, and even optimize flight paths for energy efficiency. With Toyota's reliability history, you can trust that safety is non-negotiable. Of course, Toyota is not alone. The company has partnered with startups and aviation pioneers to refine the technology. For instance, Toyota has invested heavily in Joby Aviation, a leader in the eVTOL sector. Through this partnership, Toyota is bringing its world-class manufacturing capabilities to the table, ensuring the air taxis are not just prototypes, but scalable solutions for mass production. This collaboration is proof of Toyota's commitment to making flying cars a reality, not just a fantasy. Let us not overlook the role of energy. One of the biggest challenges in aviation has always been fuel efficiency. With electric propulsion, Toyota's air taxi is creating a new standard. The aircraft's battery technology is built to provide extended range while minimizing energy consumption. Toyota is also exploring the integration of renewable energy sources, such as solar-powered charging stations for vertiports. This all-round approach ensures that the air taxi is sustainable not just in the air, but throughout its entire ecosystem. What about control? Toyota's air taxis are being designed to be semi-autonomous. While there will still be a trained pilot on board, the long-term goal is to develop systems that allow these aircraft to operate with minimal human intervention. Think of it like autopilot, but on steroids. AI-powered systems that can analyze air traffic, avoid obstacles, and even navigate emergencies. This combination of human oversight and machine intelligence could redefine how we think about safety in the skies. Finally, let us talk about scalability. For air taxis to truly transform urban mobility, they cannot be a luxury reserved for the few. Toyota's approach to mass production means these vehicles will eventually be affordable enough to integrate into everyday life. Using its manufacturing expertise, Toyota is creating an assembly line model for air taxis, making them as accessible as their cars. The dream of flying to work or avoiding a traffic jam will not be a privilege, but a possibility for many. Toyota's air taxi shows human creativity. By combining state-of-the-art technology, sustainable practices, and a vision for a better future, Toyota is proving that the impossible is not as far-fetched as we once thought. This is a promise of what is to come. But here's a question to ponder. What if the future of flying isn't just about innovation, but about responsibility? The role of sustainability. Toyota's green revolution in the air. As the world struggles with environmental challenges, the future of transportation must look beyond traditional fuels. Enter Toyota's air taxi, an ambitious step toward a greener future. At the heart of this innovative project is Toyota's commitment to sustainability, redefining the aviation landscape with technology that does not just take you to new heights, but does so with a minimal environmental footprint. Toyota's air taxi relies on electric propulsion, a transformation in reducing emissions. By opting for electric motors, the air taxi cuts out harmful greenhouse gases that are typically released by fossil fuel-driven vehicles. This is an essential step toward creating cleaner air and reducing the overall carbon footprint of urban transportation. With the global shift toward clean energy, Toyota's decision to focus on electric aircraft is in perfect alignment with worldwide sustainability goals. The use of advanced, lightweight materials also plays a crucial role in Toyota's eco-friendly vision. These materials help minimize energy consumption by reducing the overall weight of the vehicle. In an aircraft, lighter weight means better efficiency and less energy required to stay airborne. Toyota's good choice of materials ensures that the air taxi not only flies farther on a single charge, but also consumes less power, contributing to a more sustainable future. Another key sustainability feature of the air taxi is its efficient battery technology. Toyota's air taxi uses state-of-the-art batteries designed to last longer and charge faster than conventional ones. With the increasing demand for electric vehicles, Toyota is also pushing the boundaries of battery life in aviation, ensuring that its air taxis are both reliable and energy efficient. This is important for scalability, as longer-lasting batteries reduce the frequency of recharging, making air taxis more practical for everyday use. Toyota's commitment to sustainability goes beyond the air taxi itself. The company is designing solar-powered charging stations for these vehicles. These stations could be located on rooftops or in urban hubs, drawing clean energy from the sun to recharge the air taxis. This creates a fully sustainable ecosystem, with energy generated from renewable sources, ensuring that the flight path to a greener future is paved with clean energy at every stage. Toyota also aims to reduce noise pollution, a typical concern with traditional aircraft. Using quieter electric motors and rotor systems, the air taxi ensures that cities are not only cleaner, but also quieter. No longer will communities face the disruptive noise of helicopters overhead. Instead, air taxis will silently glide above, offering an alternative mode of transport without disturbing the peace. Finally, Toyota's partnership with Joby Aviation strengthens the company's green ambitions. Joby's expertise in electric flight technology and Toyota's vast manufacturing capabilities create a powerful combination for scaling up sustainable air travel. Together, they are laying the foundation for a world where clean, green transportation is no longer a distant dream, but a tangible, everyday reality. Toyota's air taxi project is not just about creating a new mode of transport. It is about building a sustainable future where innovation and environmental consciousness go hand in hand. With every design choice and every technological advance, Toyota is proving that flying cars do not have to cost the Earth. And here's the real game changer. What if flying cars could redefine how we coexist with the planet, balancing progress with preservation? Changing the rules. What this means to the world. Toyota's air taxi is a blueprint for reshaping the world's transportation system. This breakthrough technology challenges everything we know about urban mobility, offering a glimpse into a future where flying cars are no longer a fantasy but a daily reality. So, what does this mean for the world? First, it changes how we think about mobility. Traffic jams, crowded subways, and congested city streets have long been a part of modern life. However, with air taxis, cities could see an entirely new way of navigating. Vertical takeoff and landing aircraft will take people from one part of the city to another in a fraction of a second, relieving pressure on ground transportation systems. This could radically alter the flow of people within cities, making urban living more convenient and less stressful. This also marks a significant shift towards sustainability. With electric propulsion and zero emissions, Toyota's air taxi is setting a new standard for environmentally friendly transportation. As the world moves toward reducing its carbon footprint, air taxis could become an essential part of the solution. By cutting down on fossil fuel consumption and embracing clean, green energy, these air taxis have the potential to contribute significantly to global sustainability goals. Moreover, the introduction of air taxis could pave the way for job creation in new industries. While some traditional jobs may be displaced, the rise of the air taxi industry will create entirely new fields, from maintenance and piloting to infrastructure development and AI-driven flight systems. Cities could see an increase in skilled jobs focused on supporting this innovative transportation system. The air taxi also speaks to a broader trend in technology-driven solutions. By leveraging artificial intelligence, advanced battery tech, and electric propulsion, Toyota is proving that tech innovation is not just about new gadgets, it is about solving real-world problems. These flying cars could lead to an era of smarter, more efficient transportation solutions, enhancing the way we live and work. Lastly, air taxis are a big transformation for global transportation. Beyond cities, this technology could offer a new way to connect remote areas or islands, places where conventional travel is limited. With faster travel times and less reliance on traditional roads and airports, the air taxi could help bridge the gap in global mobility. Ultimately, Toyota's air taxi is rewriting the rules of transportation, pointing the way toward a future where cities are quieter, cleaner, and more connected. While this revolution is still in its early stages, the potential impact on the world is already immense. But here's a thought. What happens when innovation meets the reality of uncharted territory? The challenges ahead could be just as revolutionary as the technology itself. Clearing the obstacles, challenges on the horizon. While Toyota's air taxi is paving the way for a transformative future in transportation, the journey is far from smooth. Several significant obstacles must be overcome before air taxis become a common sight in the skies. These challenges range from technical obstacles to regulatory challenges, and they will require innovative solutions to ensure the success of this groundbreaking project. One of the biggest challenges is ensuring safety. While the technology behind the air taxi is advanced, ensuring that these vehicles are safe enough for mass adoption is important. These aircraft must meet strict safety standards, and any malfunction could lead to disastrous results. Toyota is working to address this by adding backups, meaning that multiple systems are in place, so if one fails, others can take over. However, achieving the level of reliability needed for public trust will require extensive testing and continuous improvements in flight control systems, autonomous navigation, and emergency protocols. Another significant challenge is public acceptance. While the concept of flying cars might seem exciting, many people may feel uneasy about the idea of taking to the skies in an air taxi. Concerns about safety, noise, and the environmental impact of these vehicles could slow down their adoption. Toyota will need to engage in education campaigns to build trust and address public concerns. Additionally, making air taxis affordable and accessible will be crucial for widespread acceptance, ensuring that they are not just a luxury item for the wealthy, but a workable option for everyday commuters. Regulatory challenges present another major obstacle. Currently, aviation regulations are tailored to traditional aircraft and helicopters, not eVTOL vehicles. To integrate air taxis into existing airspace systems, governments and aviation bodies will need to create new regulations specifically for this type of transportation. This could include air traffic control systems for autonomous flying vehicles, specific flight paths, and safety protocols for urban environments. Developing and implementing these regulations will take time, as it involves a complex web of international and local laws. Infrastructure is another critical area that needs attention. For air taxis to operate efficiently, they will require dedicated takeoff and landing zones, known as vertiports, which are different from traditional airports. These vertiports will need to be strategically located across cities, with easy access for passengers and seamless integration into urban transportation networks. Additionally, the infrastructure for charging the air taxis must be robust. Currently, the charging times for electric vehicles are relatively slow compared to traditional refueling. Toyota will need to ensure that air taxis can charge quickly and efficiently to meet the demands of a busy city environment. Finally, there is the issue of cost. While Toyota's ultimate goal is to make air taxis accessible, the technology behind them is expensive. From building the aircraft to developing the infrastructure, the cost of launching a fully functional air taxi network is substantial. Until economies of scale kick in and manufacturing costs decrease, air taxis could remain a specialized product, limited to certain wealthy markets or specific use cases. While these challenges are significant, they are not unbeatable. Toyota has a long history of overcoming obstacles and pushing the boundaries of technology, and the air taxi project is no different. By working closely with regulators, investing in research and development, and focusing on public engagement, Toyota is well positioned to clear these challenges and lead the way in the future of urban air mobility. The competition in the clouds. As Toyota soars ahead with its vision for the future of urban air mobility, it is not flying solo. The race to dominate the skies is rapidly heating up, with several competitors vying for a stake in the emerging air taxi market. Toyota's challenge will not only be to perfect its design, but also to stay ahead in a crowded field of innovators and disruptors. One of the most significant competitors is Joby Aviation, a company Toyota has partnered with. Joby's eVTOL aircraft has been in development for years, and it is one of the closest competitors to Toyota's air taxi in terms of technology and mission. Joby's vehicle is designed for urban air mobility, similar to Toyota's vision, and its long-range, quick-charging capabilities make it a serious competitor. Joby has already received FAA approval for its aircraft's flight testing, setting a high bar for Toyota and its partners. Another key player in the market is Lilium, a German company that is making waves in the world of electric aviation. Lilium's air taxi is designed for regional transport to connect cities in a matter of minutes. Their design uses jet-like propulsion, differentiating them from the conventional rotor-based systems used by others like Toyota and Joby. This unique design allows Lilium to travel longer distances, which could give it an edge for intercity travel. offering an alternative to ground transportation that does not rely on congested highways. Archer Aviation, another rising star in the eVTOL space, is also directly competing with Toyota. Archer has partnered with major companies like United Airlines, showing that their air taxi design is gaining serious attention in the industry. Their aircraft focuses on fast, affordable urban travel, much like Toyota's, but Archer has also prioritized environmental impact, ensuring its air taxis are as eco-friendly as possible. While Toyota's strong legacy in automotive and its extensive partnership with Joby gives it an advantage, the competition is tight. Companies like Lilium, Joby, and Archer are developing their advanced technology, and the market could see a tight battle for dominance in the skies. Time will tell which company's vision of air mobility will rise to the top. But one thing is clear: the competition in the clouds will push innovation to new heights, benefiting the future of transportation for all. A glimpse into tomorrow. What this means for you. Toyota's air taxi is not just a technological wonder for the distant future. It is a revolutionary step that could redefine how you live, work, and interact with the world. This is not just about flying cars. It is about changing the way we think about mobility, sustainability, and convenience in our everyday lives. Imagine starting your day without the stress of traffic jams or long commutes. Instead of spending hours stuck on congested roads, you could step into an air taxi, ascend above the traffic congestion, and arrive at your destination in a fraction of the time. Whether it is rushing to a business meeting, heading to the airport, or simply moving across town, air taxis promise a faster, smoother, and more efficient way of getting around. For those living in rural or remote areas, the impact could be even greater. Traditional transportation often isolates these communities, but air taxis could bridge that gap. They could bring essential services closer, make cities more accessible, and even open up new economic opportunities for regions that were once considered too far away. The convenience of air taxis also extends beyond personal travel. Companies could use them for quick deliveries, medical emergencies, or transporting supplies in disaster zones. Imagine a future where life-saving equipment reaches hospitals within minutes, or packages arrive at your doorstep faster than ever before. Toyota's innovation could revolutionize logistics just as much as personal transportation. What is more, this technology aligns with growing environmental awareness. Toyota's commitment to electric propulsion and zero emissions means that air taxis could reduce the carbon emissions of urban transport. This is not just about speed. It is about creating a greener, cleaner future for everyone. For environmentally conscious individuals, this shift could provide a guilt-free alternative to traditional fuel-consuming vehicles. Of course, these changes will take time to unfold, but the air taxi's potential to reshape how we live and move is undeniable. This is a vision that could impact your everyday life in ways you never imagined. Toyota's air taxi brings us into a future where mobility is smarter, greener, and more inclusive. Let's pause for a moment. What if this isn't just about building a flying machine? What if it's about building a whole new way of life? The path ahead. What's next for Toyota and urban air mobility? Toyota's venture into urban air mobility is a bold commitment to redefine the future of transportation. While their air taxi is a big step forward, the road, or rather the sky ahead, is filled with opportunities and challenges. Toyota's journey into this new era is about pioneering a sustainable and inclusive ecosystem that will transform how we interact with urban spaces. As Toyota continues to fine-tune its air taxi technology, the focus will likely shift towards scaling production. This means moving beyond prototypes and developing cost-effective manufacturing processes that allow these flying vehicles to become a usable option for the masses. Toyota's decades of expertise in automotive production could play a pivotal role here, ensuring that air taxis are not only high-performing, but also affordable and accessible. Another critical step will be building the necessary infrastructure to support urban air mobility. Toyota and its partners will need to work closely with city planners, governments, and private developers to create vertiports and dedicated takeoff and landing hubs within urban centers. These hubs must be strategically integrated into existing transportation networks, enabling seamless transitions between air and ground travel. In the future, we could see air taxi hubs located at major transit stations, business districts, and even residential areas, creating a transportation ecosystem that blends convenience with innovation. Conversely, the evolution of urban air mobility isn't just about physical infrastructure. Toyota will need to collaborate with global aviation authorities to redefine airspace regulations. Current rules governing aviation are designed for traditional aircraft and are ill-suited for the complexities of air taxis operating in densely populated urban areas. Toyota's work here will involve advocating for new regulations that prioritize safety while accommodating the growing demand for eVTOL operations. This will require balancing technological advancements with public concerns, ensuring that urban air mobility is as safe and reliable as ground transportation. Beyond logistics, Toyota is also looking to enhance the user experience. The future of air taxis is all about transforming the entire journey. With features like autonomous navigation, app-based ride-hailing, and eco-friendly interiors, Toyota aims to provide passengers with an enjoyable experience that feels like a natural extension of their daily lives. Toyota's air taxi also opens doors for cross-industry partnerships. Collaborating with tech firms, logistics companies, and even ride-hailing giants, Toyota could broaden the applications of urban air mobility. Imagine fleets of air taxis not just ferrying passengers, but also delivering medical supplies, disaster relief materials, and other critical resources in record time. The possibilities for innovation are endless, and Toyota seems prepared to lead this transformation. In the longer term, Toyota's venture into urban air mobility could act as a catalyst for rethinking how we design cities. The integration of air taxis could reduce the strain on overcrowded streets, improve connectivity for remote areas, and inspire new architectural designs that incorporate aerial transport systems. Toyota's commitment to sustainability will also play a crucial role in ensuring that these advancements align with global environmental goals. The path ahead for Toyota is ambitious, but the company's history of innovation and perseverance makes this vision more than just a dream. With careful planning, strategic partnerships, and a clear commitment to safety and sustainability, Toyota is on track to reshape the way we think about urban transportation. Urban air mobility can be seen as a transformative shift that could change how we navigate the world, and Toyota is determined to be at its forefront. There you have it. The future is no longer just on the horizon. It is flying right over it. Toyota is crafting a bold green vision of tomorrow. They are the next breakthrough, for the sky is no longer the limit. Are we ready to swap traffic jams for skyways and embrace this amazing step in urban mobility? Share your thoughts below, because the future is being written today, and your voice matters in shaping it. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because trust us, you will not want to miss what is coming next. Until then, keep dreaming big.